It's the Metro on WDET. I'm Tia Graham. Now, we talk about the roads a lot on the Metro, from reducing truck traffic in Southwest to the impact of I-375 on Detroit's historic Black neighborhoods. Yet, who's making sure these roads and highways are clean of trash? We've all seen it. You're driving and you see the window open up and trash comes flying onto the ground, adding to the garbage already collecting on the roads. It's an eyesore, and it makes space simply feel less inviting. In 2022, according to the Michigan Department of Transportation, it cost taxpayers in the state nearly $8 million for crews to pick up trash along state roads. And according to MDOT, the price tag would be higher if it were not for programs like Adopt a Highway and dedicated volunteers to clean stretches of the highway. So what does it look like when a young artist gets involved and brings the community with him to clean up the roads in Detroit? Founded by Detroit-based musician TommyPAPI, All Notes is a creative and community platform blending music, social impact, and digital media. And here's a track from TommyPAPI called Brace Face Bay.
She iced out her neck, iced out her face. Her got this by jeweler, that's our brace face, babe. We straight out of Motown, we never slow down. She steady hustle from sun up to sundown. Once the bills all paid, baby, we can go on the run. Now tonight we got a party like we never been above ground. Spent that paycheck on her, whoa. I know I'm gonna regret it tomorrow. I got 2 days until I'm gone. Take a flight out.
TommyPAPI is an Afro-Colombian musician living in Detroit for close to a decade now. And through the initiative, TommyPAPI hosts live stream performances, neighborhood cleanups, and resource drives, connecting artists of all disciplines through support. Last week, Tommy received the Spirit of Detroit for the Highway Cleanup Project. And joining me now to talk more about Highway Cleanup and his recent Spirit of Detroit Award is Detroit-based musician and community organizer TommyPAPI. Tommy, welcome to the Metro.
Thank you so much, Tia. That was like the best intro I ever got in my life. I want you to know that. That was I got like butterflies. I feel I'm ecstatic. That was amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. And it's easy when you have a song you can float over like that.
Thank you. Thank
it's
you
a
so
dope
much.
Track.
But
thinking about the roads, when did you begin cleaning the roads? What compelled you to just start picking up trash?
You know, as I started first as a musician, as you've heard, and things like that. It was part of a project. I had a project called How to Build a Home, and so I decided to try and. It's terrible. Don't listen to it. But like now I've gotten a lot better. But I did that to promote it as well. But then I just like. It just became part of the moment. It just became something that just kept growing. I've done it for over 4 years now. You know, it's like I kind of put in my mind to just like I see the differences, and I feel like it's an initiative that can help youth to kind of help give them an understanding of the cleanup, how to get like the culture of like being aware of of the environmental impact of trash, and all the statistics you're saying like is just that it's become something that's I feel like it's become necessary. It's become bigger than me. It's become bigger than just music, and it's something that I want to do forever. So it's really amazing.
And that's always my question is just like when something kind of becomes bigger than you, you know, it turns into a community passion project, not just your passion project.
Absolutely.
What does it feel like bringing a community together in that way to give back to the space that you live in?
Oh, it was, so at first, people make me nervous, but so I would do like the first 3 by myself. I wouldn't tell anyone. I would just show the pictures on Instagram, all things like that. And then I realized that it's like, if I wanted to make this something more and I wanted to make it bigger, it had to be people. It had to be something in it. And I realized that it's not like, obviously one person can do so much and show people things like that, but it's when you get people together, community. If it's like, what I've learned as an artist is like, if you can get 20 people to show, you are powerful. If you can get 20 people to do a cleanup, you are powerful. If you can do anything, and that power is something that you have to use for good. You have to use something to make change and do things that'll be better for the future and for our future generations and things like that.
And just speaking of, you know, bringing people together, you were in a position to do that because, you know, you're a musician and you're in the community and you are working and interacting with people, maybe if it's not the easiest for you at times. But just talk about being a musician for just a little bit of a moment there and how this particular cleanup project, the highway cleanup, has aided you in your work as an artist.
Well, the thing is that it as I said before, it was beginning to promote that project, and then it just became like something. It's separated from the music. You know what I mean? It turned into community organization and things like that. And I think it's a very rare occasion, a splash of like magic pixie dust and all things like that is able to blend in together now, because it's like I cleaning up at. I mean, do it every Sundays. It's like noon. It's like 1 p.m. and I know it's hard. People don't want to wake up on their Sunday and do this. I get it. I completely understand it. But I just feel like at the end of the day, our goal is to like not to completely clean the streets ever, because I don't think that's possible when it comes to what we're at right now. But just to at least bring that awareness. It's like, we can, like, you can not throw it out your window. You can put it in your car. You can throw it in the trash can when you get to home or when you get to a restaurant or whatever and things like that. And I think that just showing that people in the community, getting people together from the community that care, just like makes people just like have a hesitation, and that hesitation, that's all we ask for. That's all we can try and do.
Just question it.
Yes,
just question before
exactly.
you open the window. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be too gross, but I do want to, bring people in. Like, my car smells not great right now because I do have something I left in there because I refuse to just like toss it out, but I keep forgetting to throw it away. But
thank you.
My car doesn't smell the best because I did not throw something away.
That's
so,
okay.
But I'm going to get to a trash sooner than later. But I refuse to throw it out the door. So just moving along.
We got
to walk to my car and get a trash bag, and we're going to clean it out.
I got you.
Just bringing things back around, like full circle, and just thinking about how you've been able to separate the artist TommyPAPI and now build out the community organizer TommyPAPI. Talk about receiving the Spirit of Detroit Award. Now, before we get there, the highway cleanup did get traction on social media, a lot of traction on social media, which ultimately helped grow it a little bit further. So talk about the social media traction, and then talk about the Spirit of Detroit Award.
Absolutely. This most recent one I did, I had my friend Benicia Sierra come by. She's part of Metro Detroit News. She was able to cover it, and I was not expecting to have that big of an impact. I was like, it was incredible, and it's overwhelming, and I still haven't even responded to all the comments and things like that, but I'm trying my best. But I did not. The council member Angela Calloway emailed me, and someone from her team, and I was like dumbfounded. I was like, I had, because it's just like when I started doing this, that was never like in my head. Like, I didn't even think that was a thing that people would care in that way. You know what I mean? So that was really, I double checked. I was like, I thought it was AI. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I really did. And there's nothing, we got all the facts together. It was good. And very grateful that, thank you so much, Councilmember Angela Calloway. It was such a humbling experience. I walked in there. I looked like a deer in headlights looking around, like all these people. I'm like, oh, that's the whole Detroit City Council. Yes. I'm like, oh, that's, if it's any moment, if any people on the radio right now listening and you don't get into politics, please do, and please understand what our city's doing, because there's a lot of great things that are happening, a lot of things that they're trying to do, and it's hard to do, and very much a huge appreciation to all of them. And I grabbed the award, and I'm like this next to like Mary Sheffield and Angela Calloway, and it was wonderful. It was very humbling. It was really great. I'm extremely grateful, and it really opened my eyes. Hopefully there's something in the future with me and Angela Calloway doing something, Councilmember doing something together. That's kind of in the works right now. And
music festival. I'm just throwing it out there for if the city council's listening. Music festival. His music's nice.
But it just only empowered me more to do more cleanups, to do more drives and things like that, and just figuring out how we can make a bigger impact and build it and scale it and things like that. That's always. It's we're always looking for more volunteers. If there's anyone on the radio that wants to or anything that can, because it's just. It's been a one-man show also with my mom and things like that.
I was literally going to say your mom was also there to watch you accept this award as well. So what did it feel like just to have your mom there, someone that you love and has been watching you, progress with this?
Oh, she was crying. I was. It was. She really. there was days where I wanted to quit and I didn't want to do it. And she's like, no, like, you believe in this. You've been trying so hard. Like, it's like year 3. And like, you know what I'm saying? And she's been my number one supporter, been number one fan. And the only reason that I'm here right now. So I'm really grateful to her, honestly.
Shout out to the moms of the world.
You know,
we're talking about the highway cleanup with musician TommyPAPI. TommyPAPI recently received the Spirit of Detroit Award for the initiative as well. I do want to just bring up just from your perspective, your experience. You were talking about the community and you're talking about young people and making sure that young people get involved. And you do right that you know you can't get rid of littering or the littering mindset, yet being present in the community is important. So just talk about being stewards for eco-friendly living.
Absolutely. So as you were telling the stats, it's just like it's $8 million just to keep the city clean, just for that. And it's not even things that is like naturally the city. It's like it's people throwing, it's people dropping. It's like someone else is going to get it. And what my initiative is, that what I'm trying to do is that I also, like, all else is not just when it comes to like nonprofit work. We do like social media, we do live streaming. We're on live stream right now with you and things like that. But like a lot of our audience is like 15 to 22 year olds right now, and like kind of informing them on everything that's like happening in the city. But they're not just in Detroit. They're all over in the nation, only because of Twitch algorithms though. Not like, you know what I'm saying? But like, but it's like using that platform to try and like, for one, it's to uphold the musicians. 2, it's to inform musicians, inform people, and up to the youth. And then second of all is just to give them opportunity. And so it's like the end goal is like, you know, I would love to just be able to stream all, like, we have a big audience, big groups and all things like that. We're able to go to their cities and be able to bring Detroit to them, bring Detroit to have them come to Detroit and things like that. So that's a 5-year plan, right? But
that's an amazing plan, and you already have it in the works, because you know that 15 to 22 year age, that is a hard age to reach, exactly. And so for you to even have that such a large base of that, I mean, that's amazing already.
Thank you so much, I appreciate that.
And then before we go, 30 seconds or less, what would you tell the folks who are streaming with you right now?
Oh man, don't ever give up. You know, you get to talk to Tia, and that's one of the best things I've experienced so far in this journey. And I think that you have the power to do whatever you want to do, and it's just believing in yourself and having people who believe in you.
Tommy, what's the name of this track?
This is called Besos Ardientes. It's with me and my friend Camila Cantu. She's an amazing singer. One of my first Spanish tracks that I've released myself. I've been a feature on a few, but this has been my first push, and it did really well. It did really well, and I'm really grateful to it. And I want to just continue pushing it and things like that.
TommyPAPI is a Detroit-based musician and community organizer. He founded All Notes, which hosts the Highway Cleanup Project. Tommy, thank you so much for joining us on the Metro, and congratulations on the Spirit of Detroit Award and your Highway Cleanup Project.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for having me, Tia. Thank you to the whole WDET team and everything. You guys are awesome, and uplifting artists and community members like myself is like, that's amazing what you guys do, honestly.
Thank you so much, Tommy. The Metro is a production of WDET, a listener-supported service of Wayne State University, and this is WDET FM, Detroit Public Radio, your connection to news, music, and conversation. Have a great day.